What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I finally got the microphone set up and I got the webcam set up too, so you guys aren't staring at a blank trading platform when you guys are watching my videos. So now you guys can actually see me in the bottom left corner while I'm talking. In this video, I want to cover a trade I took today on Zoom, which netted me my biggest trade day year to date. I netted a profit of 2,400 on the trade, and the type of trade was an opening drive play. So today I'm going to cover that opening drive play. I'm also going to cover two other opening drive plays that I also took on Nvidia and Netflix on October 6th and Netflix on October 7th. I want to show you guys how I trade these opening drives and why I like them so much. So let's get right to the video. I already have, or let's start off with Zoom, which I traded on Friday. The thing with opening drives. So what's an opening drive? An opening drive is where price rallies essentially the first 5 to, I would say, 10 minutes of the market open, has a strong rally, and then it kind of consolidates, or it fades, or it keeps trending all day. The thing with opening drives, it's dependent on your play style. If you want to take it as an all-day play, or if you just want to take the opening drive. For my particular trading style, I just like to take the opening drive play and not leave any runners for the rest of the trading day on that particular stock. So here we have Zoom. I'm going to show you guys why Zoom was on my radar. So Zoom, you can see here, Zoom, this is the TTM Squeeze Pro, like I've mentioned in previous videos. Zoom was in a tight consolidation. Here we have the red bars, but with the TTM Squeeze Pro, here we have the orange bars, which means it's in an even tighter consolidation than just the red bars, or just than the red dots. So Zoom was on high alert for me. So let me pull up extended hours. So I was also watching this triangle here. So I was expecting Zoom was in a really tight range. You guys can see how tight this is compared to price action over here. So I was expecting Zoom to make a move today. So let's pull up the 1 minute and the 5 minute. So I'm going to show you guys what I did to prepare for a potential opening drive, which did play out. So usually when I'm looking for opening drives, what I like to do is I like to see the stock in consolidation before the opening bell. So here, let me maximize this. And let me take this off. So here, it's hard to see this right here since it's pre-market. There's not a lot of volume happening, so price is just jumping without clear price action. So, but this is an obvious level right here. Here, price gets stalled at this resistance, has a minor pullback. It breaks this resistance, so now resistance becomes support. So here we can draw a support. So this is what I actually did. So this is support. You guys can see that price stalled here twice. So this would now become resistance. Doesn't have to be perfect. So this is what I'm looking at coming into the opening bell. I have my support here drawn at 487. I like to keep the numbers rounded off. And then 488.80. So these are the two levels I'm looking at. So the opening bell hits. And a thing that you'll notice if you play opening drives a lot is that if price is going to rally or if price is going to drop, sometimes what market makers will do is they'll dip price below the range, trapping the opposing side. So in this case, market makers dropped price, trapping in the shorts, because if we're looking at this range, it's like if you're playing any range, if it breaks support, you're gonna go short. If it breaks resistance, you're gonna go long. So in this case, we broke support. So essentially, shorts got trapped here, and then you can see what market buyers stepped in, and the next candle broke the previous candle. We broke VWAP, and we also broke resistance. So on a 5-minute time frame, this is what this looks like. Or I saw this happening real time. So at first the bar was red. It was red, red, red coming down, and then buyers stepped in down here, and then I had seen that price was starting to shoot back up in a really quick manner, and then I saw this hammer form. Once price got above the open price, it became a hammer. And usually when hammers form right at open, it's a really strong sign that price is going to rally for a couple candles. So I was looking at it on a 1-minute time frame. So once I saw this break, I was like, okay, this is the signal that it's going to be an opening drive play. Let me try to get in as quick as possible. So let me restore the cells. So this is my intraday setup. Here I have my active trader. Here I have my level 2 time and sales. Here I have a watch list, and this is my current account positions. So I had the 1-minute time frame pulled up. I had the 5-minute. Usually I'm looking, when I'm day trading, I'm looking at a 15 and usually a larger time frame here. But for the opening drive, I was just looking at the 1-minute and 5-minute. So once I seen price break the resistance of 48.80, I was looking to get long 10 contracts in Zoom. So I played the what did I play? Let me see. Give me 1 second. I played the 485s. Same week expiration as well. 45s. So usually what I like to do is on the options chain, I'll have the strike that I'm looking to play linked to my active trader. So I usually link it to 2. So on my charts, I have here pulled up Zoom, the 485 contracts. So the thing with the hard part about playing opening drives is it's a lot different looking for entries as opposed to just playing the regular equity. If I was playing the regular equity on Zoom and I had seen this price dip below and I had seen buyers step in, I would have set a buy stop right here at 48.80. And once price hits here, I would have been filled right at 48.80, and it would have been a perfect entry with stop here at prior pivot low. But with options, there's so much other factors determining how an option is priced. So it's going to be really hard to pinpoint what the option strike, what the option will be priced at this level of 488.80. So therefore, once this green candle hits and once buyers are stepping in, premiums are going to start spiking rapidly. So therefore, you're essentially going to be chasing the ask because price is going to be moving so heavily. And at the open, I'll show you guys this chart right here. I'll take off active trader. So let me show you guys. Okay, here. This was the open. The 485s. Once price opened, they had taken a dip. So here at this, it was 631. Let me go back to 6:30 opening bell. Oh no, this is Monday. Friday. Here we go. Okay, so I had been looking at Zoom at the open. So I had seen the 485 calls expiring this week open at around $6. When I had seen this huge green candle coming in, I was looking to get long and I was trying to get into my position. But you can see here, let me try to take this volume off. Overlap volume. Okay, there we go. You can see premium went from $6 all the way to $9. So I was chasing the ask here. I actually got a really bad fill because I was essentially trying to get in from 650 and I ended up getting in at around, what was my entry price? Entry price was $9.20. So I got filled here. When I was trying to get filled all the way down here from 650. If I would have got filled at around 650 when I had seen this play developing and when I intended to get the entry, I would have had a substantially bigger profit. But that's the thing with opening drives. You have to be super, super quick and you can't second guess yourself on whether you need to take the position or not. You kind of just have to not think about it and just trust in yourself that it's going to be a really good opening drive. So I ended up getting in at around $9.20. So price action continued. We had another green push here. We had this little red bar which didn't which didn't scare me because price never came below near the bottom of this prior green candle here. We had another good push, and we had another good push, and this was when I was up about $2,400. So here I was already, I was in 10 contracts. So here I was up nicely on the day, and I decided to take my profits here as I had hit my daily goal and well above my daily goal. So I took profits here, and you guys, another thing with opening drives is, if it's an opening drive play, you have to decide if you want to take profits quick or, like I said, you want to leave a runner and let the runner run to grab a bigger move. But it all depends the type of trader and the type of trade that you want to take forth. So here it was Friday. I was trading same day expiration, so I wasn't trying to hold this position too long. I was trying to look for the premium spike, and that's what I got. So here I took profits, and I actually got a really good entry. I got the last premium spike right before it started to chop around. So this here would have killed my premium. Let's see how much it. So I got out at about. What was my exit? My exit was $11.60. So here. So as price continued to chop all this, you guys can see that price didn't really do much. We went up to $14, which was here, but it's hard to call the top. And if you're trying to look for the top every single time, more likely than not, you're gonna get screwed in the long run. So it's better to take your profits when you have them, rather than trying to hit the top. So that was the play on Zoom. So once again, for these opening drive plays, I like to look for an opening range and play the opening range. You have to remember that sometimes market makers know that retail traders are looking at this range, and if price dips below or above the range, most likely they're going to take their positions. So here, price dips below. Market makers know that shorts will take their short position here, and quickly after, market makers make price rally. Now these shorts here had to cover, buying back the stock, which led to an increase in buying in Zoom, which made price rally even more than it did. So that was the play on Zoom. So let me cover another opening drive play that I took on Netflix on October 7th. Which was this day. Wednesday, yeah. So, I think Netflix had gotten upgraded here, which is why I had Netflix on alert. So you can see with this play, pre-market was kind of ugly. We had kind of just been on a steady uptrend with no major pullback and no obvious range that had formed. You guys can see here, it was more so kind of like an uptrending channel. So it was doing this pre-market. So essentially, this was the range. But how I drew it was here. I saw this was a good resistance area. So I had drawn my support here. And my low resistance breaks now becomes support. So this was my support that I was looking at. I think I actually drew it at, no, I think I had it this way. Sorry, this is R. So you guys can see what happened. Price broke above. Price took a dip, trapping shorts. We didn't necessarily take a break VWAP, but this red candle would essentially trap some shorts if they were looking to take Netflix, if they were looking to short Netflix for whatever reason. So this is the 1 minute time frame. So I saw price, I saw a buyer step in with this little candle here, and then I saw the 1 minute time frame here breaking pre-market high. I was also looking at volume, and you can see this volume here is starting to increase heavily. So I took my entry here. I believe I was in, let me see how many contracts I was in. I was in 3 contracts here on Netflix at the 520 calls expiring this week. And I had an entry price of $7.85. So I rode this, and my exit was $6.35, which was here. So I catched this premium spike, price consolidated, which didn't scare me at all because we weren't near the low of this green candle. Plus it turned into a 3-bar play, which spiked premium even more. And I took my exit here. If I would have held a little longer, yeah, I would have caught a little bit more. But like I mentioned on the play on Zoom, if you're trying to catch the top every single time, more likely than not, it's going to bite you in the butt later on down the line. So you want to take your profits when you have them. Another cool thing with opening drive plays is usually institutions and big money traders are looking to get in these strong plays at the open. So where do they get in? When profit takers are taking their profits. So you can see here, as I mentioned in my previous video about supply and demand, this created demand here because as retail traders are taking their profits here, big money traders and institutional traders are entering their positions here, but price moved out of this basing candle too quickly to where they weren't able to get all their orders filled. So price retraces back to this level, and their orders are still sitting here. And you can see what happened to Netflix after we bounce out of this zone. We clear high a day, and we continue to rally to make higher highs. So this zone is a really powerful zone during this day. So this was the play on Netflix. Once again, it was an opening drive play. And I'm slowly starting to size in heavier on these opening drive plays because I'm noticing that I execute them really well. Like I mentioned, you can't second guess yourself on these opening drive plays. Because the more you second guess yourself and the more you think about whether you should take the play or not, the more you're skewing your risk to reward. Because if this price is breaking here and you're thinking, oh, is price gonna reverse? You're essentially cutting down on your profit substantially. So let me continue on to my play on NVIDIA. Another opening drive play I took on October 6th. Which was here. I believe, I don't remember why I was watching the video this day. But let's just get straight to it. So you guys can probably see what I mean by I like taking opening play drives that have a clean consolidation in the pre-market. So this was the clean consolidation here. And then the support that I was looking at was this support here. So another thing to keep in mind is a question you might have is why wouldn't I make my support, for example, here at this pivot here? I make it, I want to see where price has touched the most. So price has touched the most. You can see this wick here. Price has touched here, came back up, dipped, couldn't break this level here, bounced up. We cracked this level, but didn't really hold below it. And then we bounced here again. And then you can see what happens opening bell. But I want to see where the most touches are on the stock, and that's going to determine the range. Same with resistance. You probably asking why I wouldn't make the resistance here, because it only has one touch. I'm looking to see where price has touched the most and has been rejected the most. The more rejections means it's a stronger level. So price has been rejected here, and rejected here. So I can see that this is a strong relevant level that I should be looking at. So here, same thing as the Zoom play. You can see price opened here. We dipped below. This essentially was a red candle at first, trapping shorts. And you can see what happened shortly after. Price rallied, breaking this resistance, and I took my entry right as it was breaking this resistance. So let me pull up what my entries and exits were. Okay, so I entered NVIDIA right at 6:30. I played the 560 calls, and I had gotten entry price of about $8.15, and this was only with 2 contracts, and I sold at 6:43, which was here. So the reason I held a little longer through this was because we were so price had rallied. We had 2 good candles, and each opening drive play is going to be a little different. I was scaled heavily into Zoom, plus it was same day expiration, so that's why I was a little more prone to exiting quickly. But on this NVIDIA play, this was on Tuesday, and I was only scaled in 2 contracts, so I wasn't sized it in too heavy, so that's why I was a little more comfortable holding through this. Plus, I had VWAP as support. So I had noticed this little flag forming, which gave me more conviction to hold. So you can see this little flag that formed. We break the flag, and then we doji out here, right at about 562. And I was comfortable taking my profits here as I was up probably, I believe I was up about $500 or $600 here. So again, an opening drive play where I was looking to take profits quickly and not let any runners run. And once again, I was able to identify this from a tight pre-market range. So with opening drives, you don't want to hop in blindly because you can get screwed really hard, because you never know, price may rally here, but the next candle could be a red candle and it can end up all the way down here. Just like market makers made price rally here, they can easily bring price right back down. So that's the thing, you have to be comfortable and you have to have confidence in yourself as a trader to take these opening drive plays. Because if you're not looking to play the opening drive plays, you can take the pullbacks to exponential moving average or even the VWAP. So those were my plays on Zoom, Nvidia, and Netflix. I hope you guys enjoyed the reviews that I did. Today, October 9th, was a really good day for me. I hit my biggest trade yet with a profit of 2,400, and I was scaled in heavy to Zoom. And another thing I want to mention is that playing these opening drive plays can make you a substantial amount of profit in a very short amount of time. But the thing is, you have to be comfortable taking these opening drive plays. So if you're just starting out with these opening drive plays, you want to be playing them with like 1 contract, 2 contracts. Don't be going in too heavy with your account. Don't be putting in more than 25% of your account into these opening drive plays, because if you're going in heavy in these opening drive plays, yeah, you could be making a lot, but with one heavy pullback and the trade goes against you, you're down a substantial amount as well. So you want to make sure that you're being really picky with your plays, and you want to make sure that there's conviction behind your opening drive, whether it be a technical pattern breakout or if you're playing news. So for example, on the Zoom play, I was playing the technical breakout, which was the breakout of that triangle. For the Netflix play, I was playing it based off, I believe it was upgraded. And for Nvidia, I think it was a technical pattern, but I can't remember. But as you can tell, I'm not just playing these opening drives just because I see price rallying. I'm playing it because I'm adding more conviction to the play. Plus, I'm adding a pre-market range that I can set my appropriate entries and stops at. So I hope you guys learned a little from me breaking down these opening drive plays. They're one of my go-to setups, and they're one of my favorite setups. Another thing I want to mention is that with sizing up, I'm not sizing up just because I want to make more money. I'm sizing up because I've made a track record for myself, and I've proven to myself that I've been consistent over a long period of time. So with consistency comes I would say, how would I explain it? I've granted myself the opportunity to be able to size up, because I've proven to myself that I've been able to be consistent over a long period of time. If you're just starting out as a trader tomorrow and you're sizing in your whole account into these opening drive plays, yeah, you can make 100% or 200% of your account in one day. But what about that one time when that opening drive goes against you and you're sized in your whole position? Now all of a sudden you've lost 50, 75% of your account, and now you have to start all over. So I've granted myself the opportunity to be able to size into these trades. Obviously, I'm not going to be sizing into every single one of these opening drive plays. I'm super picky with the plays that I take, and I take it on a play-to-play basis. Every opening drive is not going to be the same. There's going to be certain criteria that each one is going to have, such as elevated volume, and such as news catalysts or technical breakouts. But you can't, if you're looking for how would I explain it? If you're looking for like A, B, C, D, E points on how to play these opening drive plays, it's going to be really hard for you to take these opening drive plays because each one is different. There might be an opening drive play that has certain criteria that other doesn't, but they're both equally as good of opening drive plays as others will be. So you kind of have to, I would say it's more of an art of how to pick your opening drive plays, but that comes with experience and that comes with confidence as well. I hope I didn't confuse you guys too much on that, but I hope you guys get the gist of it. So these were my plays on Zoom, Netflix, and NVIDIA. This video was about 30 minutes long. I'm still trying to cut down on these videos on the amount of time that they take up. But once I start to ramble, I start to ramble. So let me know once I start to make more playbook setups. Once I start to trade, in the future when I take playbook setups, and I'm gonna be breaking down my trades, such as technical patterns, such as triangles, flags. I'm going to be covering more opening drive plays. I'm going to be covering VWAP pullbacks. So everything like that, I'm going to be breaking it down on this channel. I'm planning to do a couple of psychology videos, but that's going to be for a later time. And I hope you guys like the webcam now that you guys can see me. So now you guys aren't just looking at a screen the whole time. And I hope to catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for all the viewers that are currently watching my videos, and to all the subscribers. I was really nervous to get into the YouTube realm, but as I'm slowly getting the hang of it, I'm becoming more comfortable, and I'm becoming more comfortable with my speaking as well. So I just want to thank you guys again. It really means a lot to me that you guys are taking time out of your day to watch me and explain my thought process throughout these trades. And throughout this channel, I'm gonna be letting you guys in on my journey as a trader, and I'm just hoping to keep growing and growing as a channel, growing as a trader, and growing in my personal life as well. So once again, thank you guys, and I'll end the video here.